Geoff Schwartz, New York Giants offensive lineman, joining us on 104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports with Armen Levack. Geoff, thanks for being here, man. It was great to see you in uniform on Sunday night. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to be back. It had been a while since I played, and, I haven't really experienced, being a New York Giant quite yet, and it was fun to be back on Sunday night, trying to help us win that ball game.
What was it like, Geoff? I mean, you went through OTAs, you went through training camp as a New York Giant, and then right before the season began, it stopped before it started for you. What was it like to get so close and then just kind of, be on the sideline and have to watch from afar over the last couple of months?
Well, it's disappointing because, I put in a lot of work, and we were starting to gel as offensive line through training camp. We had a new offense, a new offensive line, a new system, and we've done a good job of trying to, piece everything together and get ready for the season. And then when you have an injury like mine, I was pretty fortunate I wasn't out for the season, so that was a fortunate thing. And then, just kind of rehab and getting back. And, it's tough watching us and kind of disappointing, to see how things have gone. So coming back this week was enjoyable for me just to kind of be back with my buddies and also try to help us win football games.
Geoff Schwartz with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team, New York Giants offensive lineman. Geoff, it was a great signing by the New York Giants. On this show, we call you the second best offseason signing by the Giants. Go ahead and go out there and kick some ass so we can call you the best. We like the DRC move. We love the Geoff Schwartz signing. But what you bring to the team, the veteran leadership, can you talk about this offensive line as someone that's been in the league since 2008? We looked at this team last year and said, man, these guys need a veteran presence. Well, in your words, what have you been able to bring to this line?
Well, I think I've been able to bring kind of a little bit of confidence with a little mix of kind of fun. I've done this a while now, and I found that, at least personally for me, that I play better when I'm having fun, when I'm loose, and then kind of enjoying myself. And I try to bring that, to the offensive line. It's been tough because I've been out. There's only so much I can do, but I think, when I came back and we saw Snyder play a little bit, and we kind of share the same philosophy, and I know JD does the same thing, and if you watched our game Sunday night, you saw we're having a lot more fun out there, and we're playing with confidence. And I think it shows. The team kind of functions, especially offensively, as kind of the offensive line goes, because we're a unit that has to work together, all five of us, to get things done. And it's just, like I said earlier, it's just fun to be kind of part of the team again and be back out there.
There was an immediate difference with you at right tackle on Sunday with John Jerry to your left. John Jerry, who hasn't had the best season, he looked so good with you guys on that right side of the line. What do you see in John Jerry, also a veteran, you guys side by side?
Well, it's fun playing with a guy like John. He started a lot of games in the NFL. He's a 4-year starter in Miami, and when you play with next to a veteran guy like that, you're able to kind of communicate well. And it's just, it's enjoyable to play with a guy that I trust will be there by my side, help me out.
Weston Richburg, the rookie, he was available throughout the majority of the season, and then he didn't start in the last game. When you look at a guy like Weston, what do you see in him?
Man, Weston's a good player. He's going to be a great player. He's definitely suited to play center, and he's done a good job filling in a guard. When he's been called upon, and the coaching staff decided that they want to put Snyder in there, and Weston still has the utmost confidence in his ability, and we do as well. And he's going to be a great player in this league, and it's kind of fun to watch him grow as the season going on.
You mentioned Weston's versatility. You have some versatility as well. As you came in, they were talking guard. Then you played a tackle on Sunday night. Where are you going to end up on this offensive line? Do you know?
I have no idea. It's tough at this point of the year to kind of project that type of stuff. I filled in for Pugh, this week. He's possibly be back. We don't know. And then, I might have to move. So, like you said, I'm versatile. I play many positions, and I have, a lot of confidence in anywhere along the line. So, that's really not a decision up to me. But, wherever I end up, I have the confidence that I'll play well.
Is there a place where you feel more comfortable at? Is there a place that you feel like you're better at on the line?
I've played my whole career on the right side, especially down the right guard. So that's what my comfort level is, obviously. But I played last year a little bit of left guard. I played a preseason at guard, down there on the left side. So I definitely know how to play really any position on the line. So any way I can help this team, moving forward through the rest of the season, I'll do.
Giants offensive lineman Geoff Schwartz with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team. You're home for New York sports. Levack out today, so I'm riding solo talking to Geoff Schwartz. Geoff, as we look at this offense with new offensive coordinator Ben McAdoo, it's interesting because he comes in with this new offensive philosophy in New York for the first time in a decade, and then you come in and they bring in some other new guys as well. So they really redid the upfront offensive line. Where are you guys as a group up front when it comes to learning this new Ben McAdoo offense and philosophy?
So I think we've done a great job of learning his offense. JD, our center, has done a good job of putting us in the right position on plays, making sure that we know what we're doing, because a lot of responsibility falls on him. And, with the new offense, it takes time for everything to kind of gel. And we've had some injuries, which definitely hurt as far as our offense with, with Vic being out and other guys being banged up, with Rashad missing some time. So it definitely kind of hurts the progress of the offense. But I think as you've seen as the year has gone on, we've done some good things. We've taken care of the football for the most part. We rushed efficiently, and we took some home runs in the pass game. It's nice having Odell back to kind of bring that element of the downfield throw.
You bring up Odell Beckham Jr. It's Geoff Schwartz with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team. Jeff, you know where I'm going here. That catch by Odell Beckham Jr., man, have you ever seen anything like that? You've been in the league since 2008. You've been playing football your entire life. Have you ever seen a catch like that?
I've never seen anything like that in person. I can't remember anything on TV where I've seen anything like that. I had a kind of good vantage point of the way I was blocking on that play, and the Dallas lineman I was blocking kind of said some things. I knew the ball had been thrown, so I kind of took my eyes toward downfield to see where the ball was growing. And I mean, that was ridiculous. I mean, he caught that ball with like 3 fingers. And when you watch the replay, we did yesterday and on film, and I've seen it obviously on various networks. I mean, it's remarkable what he did. But we've seen him kind of make those catches in practice, one-handed catches. We've seen him practice it, and so it's not terribly surprising that he made that. It's just happened to be on national TV, and it was really a spark to our team.
What was it like in the meeting room when you guys watched that film yesterday and saw that catch again?
I mean, kind of just guys were just kind of in awe still. I mean, there's not much to be said. I mean, everything was kind of said on Sunday, and it's just an amazing play. And when you know that you have a threat like that, you can just kind of throw the ball up to and trust he makes plays. It really stretches out the defense, and it's good for us up front.
You being a veteran, you being a leader, even though he's a rookie, looking at this young man, guys like this, they can create a spark, can't they? I mean, how much of an impact can a play like that, can a big play guy like this have on the Giants offense and what you guys do in the future?
Well, if you just take the Sunday night, for example, that play makes it, 14-3. And it fires up the whole crowd, it fires up the defense. And we played a great first half. Unfortunately, we didn't really finish the game that well. But just one play like that will give a whole team a spark. And when you have a playmaker like that on your offense, you can take more shots, and it makes the defense have to stretch out a little bit more. And he plays this game with a lot of fire and passion, which is something that we need, and we're never going to ask him to tone down. So it's fun to have a guy like that who's so passionate.
Geoff Schwartz, offensive lineman of the New York Giants with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team. Levack out today. Geoff, tell us about Eli Manning. What do we need to know about this guy? Obviously, veteran, 2 Super Bowl rings. He has had his adaptation to this new offense just like everybody else has this year. What have you seen in him in your first year with Eli?
Man, he's the best quarterback I've played for. He's very confident. He knows what he's doing. He puts us in the right position up front to make our blocks, especially against blitzes. There were various times last night where he was able to kind of check us through different protection to buy him a little more time to make some downfield throws. And when we give him time up front, he can make any throw in the NFL. I think you've seen that throughout his career. You've seen it this year. I mean, last night, the other night, I guess he was efficient. 29-40, 340 yards. I mean, you really can't ask much more for a quarterback to have a game like that.
It's funny, man, because my job, obviously, I screen the phone calls. I listen to the fans all the time. We go with our heart a lot of the times, Jeff. But you're saying Eli being one of the best quarterbacks that you've ever played with. We see that interception, the overthrow to Preston Parker late in the game on Sunday night. That was a tough one. That hurts. You can hear it in the faith of some of the fans. They were rattled by that. But you're saying you as a team, you guys 100% believe in what Eli Manning is doing this year.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have bad things happen. But, I mean, we had that interception. Dallas then scores, and then we come back on a 93-yard drive to take the lead. I mean, that's not done without Eli. So you have to kind of take the good with sometimes, with a little bit of bad. And, I mean, bad things happen in the game. And, I definitely don't think he's to blame for any of that yesterday.
What's it like being in a locker room in a franchise that's lost six games in a row? What's it like around there right now in Giants land?
Well, it's tough because I've been on bad teams where we have just kind of lost and got blown out, and guys accept that. But guys on this team are fighting. They're playing with great effort, so it's almost more disappointing to kind of see us not win any of these games lately. And I know the guys have been working hard to kind of correct that, and we just have to kind of keep pushing through until we get a victory.
Geoff Schwartz, Giants offensive lineman on 104.5 The Team. You guys playing Jacksonville on Sunday, going to the Jaguars. What have you seen on film from these guys thus far? Have you had a chance to get in the film room yet? I know it's early in the week.
We really haven't studied too much yet, but we know they're kind of based out of Seattle's defense, so we kind of know what to expect. We've played them. We played them a couple of weeks ago. Personnel-wise, they got Red Bryant out, Chris Clemens. Some of these guys have made a big impact in Seattle, and defensively, they played well this season. The results might not show it, just like we've had some good spurts, and our results don't show it. But definitely, they're going to cause some problems, and we have to be ready up front to handle them.
Geoff Schwartz of the New York Giants, 104.5 The Team. Tom Coughlin, Jeff, everybody's being evaluated this year. 6 losses in a row. You know better than anyone. It falls on the head coach. Tell us about Tom Coughlin, what he's telling you guys at a time like this.
Coach is confident, and he has the right to be. We've had close games, and our effort is there, and we try to finish better, and that's what he's preaching to us, is that we need to finish games. And once we get that kind of win out of the way, maybe it'll be this week, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But we need a victory, and we know that. He knows that, and he's going to coach that way and bring the best out of us.
Geoff Schwartz, Giants offensive lineman with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team. You can find him on Twitter at Geoff Schwartz. All right, man. So I'm reading your Twitter feed. How tired are you? You doing okay this week? That first game that you played in 12 weeks? Was that quite the adjustment?
Yeah, it was kind of a shock to the body. Kind of hard to explain unless you've gone through it. The second half of the game, my legs were shaking. My toes started kind of bothering me, but I was able to do enough to get us, to where we need to be and not hurt the team. So I'll take that as a positive, and we'll kind of move forward, going from here.
Well, I played the sousaphone in high school and college, and we had a really, stiff marching competition a couple times. Played at state, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Geoff Schwartz, Giants offensive lineman on 104.5 The Team. All right, what are these shoes, man? I'm looking at your Twitter feed. You said your shoes made some headlines, man. Are these cleats?
Yeah, they're my cleats.
They look like Air Jordans.
I know. We have to wear a certain color cleat, and that wasn't the right color, so we had them kind of painted over to make sure that they worked. They're the most comfortable for my toe, and they look kind of like moon boots, but for me, they were comfortable, and I liked wearing them.
Is it frustrating when you hurt your toe? It's such a small part of the body. Is it one of those things where you're like, man, I had no idea I used my toe this much?
Yeah, it's infuriating. You fake. You feel good, and then you go out and try to do something, and you just can't do it because your toe doesn't respond, and your foot starts hurting, and your ankle and your calf, and it just kind of goes up the chain. It's just frustrating because there's not much you can do. There's not much rehab you can do. You just kind of have to wait for it to feel better.
Geoff Schwartz of the New York Giants. Follow him on Twitter at Geoff Schwartz. Jeff, what's the plans for Thanksgiving, man? I know obviously you guys are playing on Sunday. What's the plan for the Giants players this week?
Well, we'll have practice in the morning, and we'll get off a little bit earlier, and then I got some guys coming over to the house. We'll have a good celebration. I'll fry a turkey, and we'll have a good time.
Beautiful. Some of the O-linemen or just some buddies or what?
Yeah, some of the O-linemen, the guys that don't have families in town. I won't have my family, so my wife and I are going to have some of the guys over, and we'll have a good time.
How many turkeys does it take to feed the New York Giants offensive linemen?
Well, it's only a couple of us that are going to be there and their families, and I'm frying one 13-pounder. We're baking another 13-pounder. So we'll have 26 pounds of turkey. It should be plenty.
All right. So you are you a cook? So you're doing both with the frying and the baking?
I'll fry the one. My wife probably bake the other one. I won't be home to bake it. So
yeah,
the frying only takes about 45 minutes, 48 minutes. So I'll be home to do that one. But the baked turkey I'm not a big fan of. The fried turkey is amazing.
All right. Frying a turkey, you just drop it in there? Like any advice as we enter Thanksgiving on how we can best fry a turkey the Geoff Schwartz way?
Well, you have to make sure, one, it's defrosted. Like I took my turkey out this morning to defrost.
Okay.
And then I inject it with some Creole butter seasoning, and then I put a little Creole on top. And then you drop in the peanut oil. It's 3.5 minutes a pound. I like it a little crispier, so I like keeping it a few more minutes. And then you take it out and you let it rest and you cook it up. I mean, it's pretty delicious.
Oh, good stuff, man. What's your favorite side? What do you like to eat with the turkey?
I'm not a big side fan. My wife makes a really good macaroni and cheese, like a homemade macaroni and cheese, so I'll eat that. Maybe have a little dessert, but that's about it. I'm not a big fan of sides.
So basically your plate is like a gigantic mound of a turkey.
Yes.
Geoff Schwartz, Giants offensive lineman. Geoff, this was fun, man. We've been trying to get you on since the beginning of the year, and obviously with the injury, it's something you just wanted to concentrate on getting back and didn't want to talk until you got back. And you guys are in the middle of a 6-game losing streak right now. You had every reason in the world to say, guys, not right now. I don't want to talk about it. And so I want it to be known, man. I appreciate you, stepping up and calling into the show and spending time with us. Had a blast with you today. And call anytime, man. We have tons of Giants fans here in the Capital Region. We have Giants watching parties all the time, and we're rooting for you guys. And get back on track, man. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with the family, and we'll be watching you on Sunday.
Thank you. Take care.